Hello. I assume we're waiting for
Hello.
Ramfis, you're on mute. Ramfis, you're on mute.
Okay, cool. John, can everyone hear me, or you can only hear me right now?
I hope everybody can hear you.
Okay, everybody
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. All right, well, thank you, John, for setting this up, first of all. Really appreciate you doing that. Are we recording? Yes, we are recording. All right, awesome. All right, so my name is Ramfis Myrthil. I am a filmmaker as well, and I am blessed and honored to be on the board of the Long Island International Film Expo. I'd like to congratulate all of you for getting into this year's film festival. This is our 23rd annual Long Island International Film Expo, which begins September 30th. It goes until October 8th. We have 8 different screenings happening over the period of 8 days. And today we'll start doing some introductions to our film, about your film, a little bit about where you're from, the genre, how long your film is. Also let us know when it's playing, and anything special that you want to share about the film or the process or the filmmaking team. And I would say let's keep it to about, to maybe 2 minutes between all that information that we'd like you to share. What I'd like to start with is there's a young lady by the name of Abigail. I think it's Los. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Abigail has 2 films. The first film is Final Fantasy X/X-2 Canine Style, which is an animation. It is playing October 1st at 4 p.m. This will be a virtual screening. And she has, at the end of the block, she has a work of art, which is also an animation. And that's it. So Abigail, if you're here, you can start off.
Okay, sorry, this is like my first time doing this, and I hate to correct you, it's actually pronounced loose.
Loose.
I'm really sorry. It's okay.
I'm horrible with names.
You're forgiven.
The floor is yours. So give us the name of your film and what the film is about, and any information you'd like to share about the film.
Which one do I start with?
Start with Final Fantasy X/X-2 Canine Style.
It's actually 10 in Roman numerals, but okay. So I kind of made this one because it's like one of my favorite games, and I do cosplay contests, and I was dressed as one of the main characters, which happens to be one of my favorite characters, by the way. And this might sound a bit personal. I actually had my first kiss in that costume. I'm really sorry. Then I had the idea of making like a movie about myself and my 2 dogs, making a movie about that game. I really hope you guys enjoy it. And then a work of art. Do I talk about a work of art next?
Sure, please.
I don't know what to expect. So, okay, I made this one too. Oh, I got a little feedback. I'm sorry. I made this one as well. I was at another cosplay convention and I heard a song that I really liked that everybody was dancing to. So I just kind of got inspired by that to make like an animation about myself, like having a little artist block, and then I kind of fall asleep at the wheel. And then I kind of dream about myself and a bunch of friends, like using all their like elemental powers to create a new world from a little blank canvas into this whole new world. I hope you guys enjoy that too.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Is this 2D or 3D? What kind of animation?
It's actually like paper cutout animations. They're all paper cutout from Bristol paper and marker, and well, I don't know what else to say about that really.
Okay.
And some of the backgrounds are like plain construction paper, and some special backgrounds that I painted with acrylic paint and marker. Yeah.
Yeah, and then where are you from? Are you a Long Island native?
Yeah, I am. I live in East Hampton. Yep, in the, rich folks neighborhood, and I'm not one of those rich folks. Yeah, we're like the red
Okay.
nation, the neighborhood.
And how long did it take you to create these two projects?
Oops, I do not really remember. I haven't really kept track. I would have to say a couple weeks each or so.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. You're a quick,
Exactly.
and talented filmmaker.
Thanks. It normally takes like a couple weeks to make these kind of animations, I guess, if I focus really hard on them or something like that.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you want to share before we go to the next filmmaker?
I'm not really sure what else to share, honestly. I just
All right. Well,
hope you
give a
guys
shout
enjoy
out
it.
when it's playing again, so everyone has that information.
Okay, wait. I'm
Or I can do that.
sorry, I didn't quite understood what you said. You want me to say that again when?
Share when your film is going to be playing.
Share what I told you or what?
Well, I'll do it for you. So Final Fantasy X,
Yeah.
2 K9 style. Long Island, it's in the Long Island short film animation block. It's October 1st at 4 p.m. And I also have a work of art playing the same time at the end of the block, same date. And thank you for your time, Abigail.
No problem.
All
Have
right,
fun.
awesome. Natasha, I don't want to murder your last name. We've actually met before, Natasha. I don't know if we met in Cannes or I know your name. We met somewhere before.
Yeah, probably maybe 2011 or 12 or
2012. I think that's when. But I would love to introduce you and your film. It is a horsey name. It's in a short film category from Russia. It's playing October 1st as well at 4 p.m. Would love to know a little bit about the project, where you're from, and anything else you'd like to share.
sure. So we had got 2 minutes then. Well, first of all, I hope everybody is well, and hello from Russia and from St. Petersburg actually. And I will just tell you a little bit about the film, like what it's about. It's based on a short story by Anton Chekhov. He's kind of like was living at the same time as Stanislavski. Stanislavski method, you guys probably heard about that. So in a short, it's about Tsarist era general and his butler and his household. They attempt to recall the name of a mystic healer who can cure his speeding toothache, driving them all mad in the process. It's a comedy, and it was shot in a estate of Nabokov. You heard the name? He's a famous Russian and international author. So it's a kind of has that spooky feeling a bit. So It's like a kind of an old mansion. So it's has a lot of, I think, interesting characters. So I think it actually also one of the characters in the film, I think. And I think I chose this project or this short story, and because, well, we all don't like to go to the doctor. Sometimes we need to, and I can relate to that. And this is kind of how of not wanting to do it could lead to some kind of crazy circumstances. So and like I said, my name is Natasha Fisiak, and like in 2012, I think, when I was there in Cannes, I was presenting my other film, which was actually a documentary about Pussy Riot. So that was my
Yes, I think I remember. Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, you can't forget a title like that.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to make this film?
This film was actually shot in 3 days and a half, because one of the days we started at, I think, like 6 a.m. Well, actually 5 a.m. leaving from Film studios to the locations, which about 2 hours away from St. Petersburg, and then we like arrived back at the production studio at 11 a.m. next day. So it was
Wow. Wow.
so, and some of the craziest scenes in the film were shot when the cast was just like kind of going crazy at 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. It was a pretty expensive place to shoot at, so we were trying to get as much done, and it was expensive to get all the cast and costumes, and it's a costume film, so horse and carriage and just name it. It was just more manageable to do it in that same really long day and night. So yeah.
Wow. Wow. Well, it sounds really interesting. Well, we're gonna look out for your film, Natasha.
Well,
Is there anything else you want to share before we go to the next filmmaker?
well, just I hope everybody's well, and I'm just really happy we have Zoom to connect, because otherwise it would be even, I mean, it would be impossible. So thanks to technology, and thanks to you for organizing and giving us chance to meet even virtually like this. It's wonderful. So good
Yeah.
luck to everybody.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Feel free to use the chat. I mean, there's a bunch of filmmakers here. We can stay in touch and follow one another. And I'm going to give a big shout out to Rachel Perez, who's actually, she did all the heavy lifting and emailed all you guys. So, big shout out to her for helping us with that. Again, that'll be playing October 1st in that block.
And if you can hear me, I think, which we could probably take it offline, but I think I didn't put the right correct time slot, because I couldn't understand what it meant. I didn't know you had to look on website to find it and then put it. So I hope I put it the right time and day.
Well, we have you for October 1st. You're in that
Awesome.
block at 4 p.m.
And we're looking for those links so we can share it with our friends and family and supporters. And
yeah, I mean, feel free to drop your information in the chat if you have a website or any way for people to connect with you or follow, you. So
yeah, my parents live in Long Island. They're also some of the producers of the film, so
okay.
it would be really cool. It would be cool if it was in a theater and they could go see it and I could travel, but it's great virtually as well. So
yeah, well, we're hoping that next year, so thank you for submitting, and again, congratulations to you. The next person I have is Duvan. Duvan, you have a film called Marshmallows. It's in the short film foreign category for Colombia, and same deal, October 1st, 4 p.m. Duvan, would you like to introduce the film, where you're from, and anything you think that we should know?
Yeah, hey everyone. Hello from Colombia, from Bogota, Colombia, actually. Marshmallows is a film I shot about 2 years ago. that follows a teen girl trying to party to forget the problems she's in at that moment in her life. She's the daughter of a man that's involved in a corruption scandal, and she invites all of her friends to her parents' countryside mansion to throw a party. So that's what the short film kind of shows, and I'm really excited to show it in New York, in Long Island. It's a pity not being there, but it's really, really cool. We have these tools to still talk to each other.
Agreed. Is there a reason why you made this particular story, or what is there like a backstory?
It's very interesting to me the way the upper class in Colombia is very secluded from the rest of the world, and I think that has to do with the way they're brought up in these neighborhoods and these schools that have nothing to do with the rest of the Colombian society. So I wanted to show that kind of exclusion and seclusion, but I also wanted to show how the people in that sphere really live it like, instead of showing them as villains, just like showing the human side of it. I don't know if that was clear, but yeah, that was the intention.
Okay, all right. And has it played in other audiences or other locations already?
Yeah, it premiered last year in Guanajuato, in Mexico. It's been in Canada, in Portugal, all over the place. It hasn't been shown that much in the US, actually. Just once in this little Colombian film festival in New York, actually, like a month ago. So this is the second time we're going to show it there. Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome back. Congratulations. Is there anything else that you want to share about the film or yourself before we go to the next filmmaker?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Just good luck to everyone and good luck to the festival.
Awesome. Thank you. Again, that's Marshmallows, and that's playing on the same date, time, October 1st, 4 p.m. The next filmmaker I have is Aaron Hall. Aaron has a project called Over the Line, and that is also a foreign film. It is in the Canada category. So Aaron, I'll give you the ball to take away, and feel free to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and about the film.
Sure, thanks. So Over the Line is a short comedy. It's about two guys working out in the sticks, and one of them gets gravely injured, and the other one says it'll take him to the hospital. They just have to rob a gas station first. So it's a story about a guy that really just is trying to make a friend in the best way that he knows how, but he just happens to be a sociopath. So that's
why do they want to rob a gas station? Why is that the first thing that comes to thought?
Well, like I said, he's a sociopath. I mean, it began as like a challenge to me, I guess, to sort of have like that injury at the beginning and end it with a gas station robbery, but have the movie be about the conversation in between. That was just more interesting to me, to see if I could sort of make someone like that likable by the end of it. So yeah, I think it was a very tough production. Like, we shot it in a day, and there was, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. But I think by the end of it, I think we came out of it with something cool.
And where was this shot?
It was about an hour outside of Toronto, near Hamilton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And is there anything that you want to share about yourself or the team or the project outside of that?
No, I mean, this is like, it's been in a few festivals. This is the first short that I have in festivals.
This is your premiere?
It's been in other festivals.
Okay.
But this is the first project that I've had play in any festivals.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been pretty exciting. Mission accomplished, I think. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can have a conversation like this next year, hopefully in person. So
yeah, would like that, very much. And someone wrote in the chat that sociopaths make for great storytelling. That was Justin. So
I agree.
Well, again, congratulations, Aaron.
Thank you.
So that'll be, that's Over the Line. That's playing October 1st, 4 p.m. Foreign category, Canada. All right. So the next name, I don't want to butcher. Is it Rihanna? Not Rihanna. Rahana? I'm sorry. I'm saying it completely wrong. Raihana. I guess they're not here. Last name is Alhashmi. Rachel, if you hear me, if you could just send them an email and let them know that we started, and maybe we can catch them later on.
Okay.
The next person I have is Joe Foley. He's the cinematographer for Tumbling Towards Home, the documentary. It's in the foreign short film category in Ireland. Joe, are you there? Okay. All right. So Rachel, if you could send an email to Joe, that would be great. The next person I have is Nicole. Is Nicole here? Or Nicole Rinaldi? Okay. So Rachel, again, if you want to go ahead and send an email to Nicole and let her know we started. The next person I have is Heather Brawley and Matt Murillo. Are you both here?
We're here.
Awesome. Okay. The duo is here. It's called The Ballad of Dina and Dennis. It's a short film. And it's in the short film category. So if you both want to introduce yourselves, let us know where you're from, a little bit about the project, and anything interesting that we should know.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get started and then hand it over to Matt. Hi, I'm Heather Brawley. I'm the producer of The Ballad of Dina and Dennis, starring Alex Feldman and Jennifer Lane Oakley. I'm a Los Angeles-based producer. This is the first film that Matt and I made together. We've since made a couple more and a web series and some other things. Yeah, so I'll leave it up to Matt to kind of talk more about the film.
Yeah, I'm Matt Murillo. I live in Los Angeles now, but I am a Long Island native. I grew up in Hicksville. In fact, my senior thesis film, short film I made for my senior thesis at CW Post screened in the 1999 Long Island International Film Expo. So I go way back. I guess doing my math, that would be the second year of it. And I've had a few films in the Long Island Film Expo, and Heather knows this. We were all looking forward to a trip to Long Island. I couldn't wait to show Heather and our crew all around my hometown, and now we have to do this online. Which is just good to see everybody and good to be home. It feels good. I'm in St. Petersburg as well, except different St. Petersburg from Natasha. I'm in the one in Florida right now.
Oh, I'm actually going to be down in Sunscreen in a few weeks at the Sunscreen Film Festival in St.
Yeah, that's soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, about the film, it's called The Ballad of Dina and Dennis, and it's a 7-minute short film about a married couple who just is trying to squeeze in some sex before the kids wake up. But the window just keeps getting shorter and shorter, and they're at their wits' end, and they try to devise a plan to get rid of the children. And I'm 44 years old, and you know, I'm one of the only people among my group of friends that I grew up with that do not have children. I've never wanted them, and I never did. And when I hear their stories, they just reinforce me that I made the right decision. So I want to do a little film and poke a little fun at all that.
Okay. All right. And where was the shot?
It was shot in Los Angeles, in Culver City. Okay.
All right. And that's how Heather got involved, right?
Well, I've lived in LA for quite a few years, and Heather and I met through some mutual friends. And I was, you know, I had moved out of film for a long time and moved into theater, and I was looking to get back into film, and that was how our partnership started.
Awesome. Okay. Is there anything else that you both want to share about the project that we should know?
I will say that it was of all the films I've worked on in my career, it's definitely one of the most fun projects I've ever worked on. You couldn't have a cast and crew function more efficiently than this one did. We had an absolute blast. The actors were wonderful. Heather did a tremendous job. The DP, the crew, everybody, makeup, everybody was just superb. And we're very happy with the product. It's a fun, cute little film that I'm personally very proud of.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. I think people who have kids will really appreciate it. People who don't have kids will really appreciate it. As Matt said, people who don't want kids will really appreciate it. I think it's a film anybody can kind of get a kick out of. So I hope you all enjoy it.
Our lead actor has 2 kids, and he's a wonderful actor. He's one of my favorite actors I've ever worked with. When I sent them initially, so I wrote the role with him in mind. When I sent the script to him, he called me up, and his first thing out of his mouth was, "What do you have? A recording devices in mine and my wife's bedroom?"
Wow.
And that's the reaction we tend to be getting from anyone with kids who sees it. So it's been fun.
Well, yeah, it sounds like it's a must see. Wow. Exciting. Congratulations, guys. You know.
Thank you. I'm super, super, super duper excited to be. It feels like a homecoming, but virtual, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have you back at the Expo. Thank you for submitting, and congratulations on the film. And
thanks. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you. Yes, can't wait to watch all of your films.
Yeah. We're up October 1st, Heather, right?
October 1st, virtual film block, 7 p.m.
Right.
boom, got it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to introduce Jessica Scher. I think that's it. Jessica Scher, right?
Jessica Scher. Yes, you're
Sure.
very close.
Yeah, Jessica, we've actually met before. I don't know if you remember. We met at Jonathan Gray's infamous, parties. And
Yeah.
you were wearing glasses. And I feel like you were wearing like a Riddler outfit or something. You're wearing some distinctive costume and you stood out.
That's funny. Yeah.
And you're here to represent Wicked Image, which is in a short film block. It's playing October 1st at 9:30 p.m. And if you want to, share with us a little bit about the film, if there's any words that you want to say on behalf of Caitlin or yourself, the team, the floor is yours.
Okay, great. So this is Wicked Image. That's me playing Satine, aka Satan. And this is a short film about Lucifer, the devil, and Satan, who go to a PR firm to get their image fixed and to let the world know that they're women and not men. So it's this fun spin of corporate America and image labeling, and the world always thinking that Lucifer, the devil, and Satan are men. So we take a spin on that. It's 8 minutes, and yeah, we had a great time. We filmed in New York City. It took us 2 days of filming and then a day of going back to refilm things we forgot about. And it's very stylish. It's kind of a Devil Wears Prada meets Lucifer kind of feeling. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. And how long did it take you guys to shoot it, and where did you shoot it?
So we ended up filming at this this studio in Manhattan on 31st Street. It's this big white studio, so everything was all white, which meant we had to bring in art department, who was probably the coolest person I've ever met. She showed up with like this little wagon full of stuff to decorate this white place, and she completely transformed it to this red, black, and white kind of corporate, very high-end, stylish office. And I'm a producer as well as an actor in it, so I got to play both hats at those 2 days.
That's awesome. And then where are you from?
I live here in New York. I'm in Manhattan on the Upper West Side.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we should know about you, the team, the filmmaker, or the project?
So it's kind of funny. So Caitlin, who's a twin, she's actually the writer and the director and producer with me. Every Friday, her twin sister sends her a prompt. And about 2 years ago, the prompt was, what if Lucifer, the devil, and Satan were women? And that's how this all happened. And she told me, I was like, that would be a great film. And so she wrote this little sketch, and I loved it. And then a year later, I pitched it to some other people, and they passed on it. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to produce it myself. So I ended up taking the idea, and we rewrote the script, and then we produced it ourselves.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome. All right, you go. Producer, actor, actress.
I figured out it's the best way to do it. If you want to do good work, just do it yourself.
Yeah. That's, like if, other people, aren't able to commit, it's best that you show up and you make it happen.
Yeah. Like, here's a script that's really good, and I'm going to produce it. And they're like, nah, we'll pass. Like, okay, game on.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Me too. I wish we could see each other in real life.
Well, it'll happen soon. I'm sure things will get better, So
yeah, but good to see you.
We're doing pretty good in New York, so yeah.
Better.
Yes, much better.
Nice to see you.
So the next filmmaker I have, first there's someone by the name of Motivations. I don't know your name. You asked to go later. Who is that? Motivations. So I don't call you out. Motivations RNF 2019. Okay, that is. And then what film is that, or what is your name? I'm sorry.
So it's for Motivations, but my executive producer isn't here yet. So if you don't mind, it's with Chase, Michael Palante, Janet. Miranda,
Okay. Yes, I have Janet Miranda. Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. So I made a note of that, Janet.
Thank you.
So the next person I have is Jamal Green. Jamal Green did Chronicles of the Good Reverend, which is in the webisode category, and that is playing October 1st at 7 p.m. All right. So Jamal.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me, and congratulations to everyone. And yeah, I did a short film webisode called Chronicles of the Good Reverend. It's from a larger web series called Chronicles of. It's been in a few festivals. Like this is, I think, our fifth, and only our second in the state of New York. And this episode, it's a political thriller centered around failing urban enclave that's being threatened to be taken over politically by the state, and what the mayor is trying to do to prevent that. And it's a little bit of a tale of good and evil and all the gray, murky areas in between when it comes to politics and crime. It was shot in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, in a empty business office, and a little bit of guerrilla filming we shot in an abandoned housing project in Trenton. So.
Okay, Jersey. All right, Jersey in the building. All right, that's awesome. And where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn originally, but I live in Central New Jersey now.
Okay, and so I take it that there are multiple episodes. Is this just like the first one, or
there are 8? Yes.
Okay, so is this the first one?
This is actually episode number 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just curious. Why did you decide to submit episode 7 as opposed to the first one?
That was the first one that was completely done. And it was also one of my favorites. I thought it was relevant to the current environment. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How do we continue to watch the series after we see episode 7?
In December, you'll be able to watch it all over Vimeo. You can go to our social media. It's Chronicles of. It's on Facebook. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, and it'll have all the information to where to screen everything. But we actually have some other episodes also in some other festivals.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you want to share about the project, your team, yourself, before we go to the next person?
Just been doing film for about 10 years now. I'm a graduate of Digital Film Academy in New York. I have a small production.
Oh, that's Don, right? Don Carmody, I want to say.
That is Patrick Durena.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a film partner. We have a small company called MG Cinecraft, and working on a couple of things, but just trying to make it happen like everyone else.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Jamal. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
All right. So I have Rick Hamilton next. Rick, are you here?
I am. How are you?
All right. Well, Rick, nice to meet you. You have Deus Ex Machina, Short Circuit. Am I saying it correctly?
It's Deus Ex Machina, yes.
Okay, excellent. So tell us a little bit about the film. You're playing on the 1st at 7 p.m. Tell us about the film, yourself, anything that you'd like to share.
Sure. So hi, I'm Rick Hamilton, and I am the director of Deus Ex Machina, Short Circuit. It's a philosophical sci-fi based on a play written by Nicholas Bonaparte, who actually stars in the film. Her co-star is Mary Lauren. It's about an egotistical blogger and internet troll confronted by a higher authority. So it's a great little film. It sort of makes you think, sort of leads you down some paths that you weren't expecting a sci-fi to go.
And where did you shoot it?
I live in Queens, Long Island City, and so I'm actually broadcasting live from our set right here. So we shot it in a day. We shot all the live sequences in a day here in Long Island City, and spent about 3 months working on all the on-screen work. If any of you have ever done computer screens on camera, they're a lot of fun. So we did all the screenshots later, and then worked them in After Effects.
Okay, and what you're saying is the writer also starred in it as well.
The writer of the film, the writer of the play, and then I adapted the play, but we worked on it together to kind of adapt it from a theatrical setting to a nice intimate film piece. But he is the writer is the star of the film.
Okay, and were there any difficulties with that transition of turning it into a film?
No, actually, we worked really well together. The producers had approached me about working on it, Tim and Nina Bompart, and I kind of pitched them how I thought about the adaptation would go, and very close. It's almost all of his words. It's just kind of restructured and different kind of ways to approach it. And he was really open to it, which was great. And we had several rehearsals to be able to make sure that by the time we got to set, we were all really on the same page with him and the co-star Mary Lauren. So it was actually the day of shooting went really smoothly, which was fantastic. But yeah, it's all that post-production work.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like it was a smooth process for you guys. Congratulations again, Rick. Is there anything else you want to share before we go to the next filmmaker?
Oh, absolutely. You can check out my website at www.rickhamilton.nyc, and then there are links to all the other collaborators' websites from there. But you can check out information about this film and my other films, two of which have played at the Long Island Indie Expo previously. So it's nice to be back.
Oh, welcome back. We love our vets, man. Feel free to drop in the chat, all of that information to share with everyone, Rick.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you.
All right. Lauren McCann. Are you here, Lauren? Okay. Rachel, if you want to send an email to Lauren. All right. The next person I have is Michelle Hartley.
Hi.
Hey, Michelle.
How's everybody? Hi. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much. And I want to congratulate all the filmmakers. And I really do look forward to seeing everybody's films. I'm excited. And this is my second year at LIIFE. My film is called Not Your Call 2, Not Your Call 1, which it's the poster behind me. This is a sequel. We screen on October 1st at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I was born, raised on Long Island. I currently live on Long Island. I live in West Hempstead, for all of you Long Islanders. And I want to give a shout out to Matt. I'm also a graduate of CW Post. I was a theater major. And all right, Not Your Call 2. What happened, what it's about is it's a follow-up to a woman who went out to South Hold, Long Island. That's where we shot at an abandoned hotel, with the idea that she was going to take her life. Something happened. I don't want to say, because hopefully you guys will see both of them. But she survives, and we did a sequel. And I actually wrote it and produced it, and I'm the principal actress. And my co-star is what's her name? Tanya Kennedy. And she is stalked by someone from the first film. And then it's kind of like, how is she going to get out of this? I guess it's like a thriller, because you're trying to figure out how she's going to get out of it. And there's a lot of layers to it. It was really fun to shoot. We shot it in a day. And it was just a lot of fun, and it's a psychological thriller. I think the first one really was categorized as like a suicide prevention film, and then it kind of took on this life of its own when we did the sequel. I don't want to give too much away, so that's about it.
Okay, and I can't really see the poster that well.
Wait, let me see.
I see like a man
with a gun.
Okay,
I tried to get it up there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. All right, West Hempstead in the building. All right.
Yeah, West Hempstead in the building.
One of my favorite places actually to go to is Cherry Valley, which is in West Hempstead.
Yes, I know Cherry Valley.
Yeah. I've been going to the one in Whitestone, Queens. That's the original. It's one of the best sandwich places to go.
I agree.
New York, and I'm so happy that they have one in West Hempstead too. So I popped there.
Yeah, I have the excess 30 pounds to prove that I spend a lot of time at Cherry Valley. But anyway, I really do look forward to seeing your film, and I hope you enjoy mine. It's a crazy thriller.
Awesome. Well, I guess we'll have to watch part 1 then too, right? So how do we
Yeah,
have
I'll send a
part
link
1
to
if
Vimeo where you can see it. It's about 7 minutes long.
okay.
I'll put the link in chat. You can see first part and then, see this one.
Awesome. Well, thank you and congratulations.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. I have John Ashey next. Is John here?
How's it going?
All right, John. Well, nice to meet you. And your film is From the Night. It's in the short film category. It is playing at 9:30.
Yeah, October 1st, 9:30. Congratulations to everybody on having your films included this year. It's so cool. Thank you for persevering and figuring out a way to do this virtually. I know that means so much to all the filmmakers. So thank you to LIIFE for making that happen. Yeah, my name is John Ashey. I'm the writer-director of From the Night. I'm down in North Carolina now, where I'm originally from, but I normally live up in Astoria. Just kind of departed during this whole time. So I am an Astorian. We've been living there for about 10 years. So we technically made this on Long Island. We shot it in the basement of an abandoned bank in Sunnyside, which was really cool. It is a short film. It's a psychological thriller about a disturbed man who is seeking out vengeance for his wife's death by interrogating the alcoholic who killed her in a drunk driving accident. So a light comedy, basically, is what we were working on there. I made this because I have 2 friends who star in the film, Jeff Ostermuller and Casey Barrett, 2 really talented New York actors. And they're both wonderful actors, and they both have really large ranges, but their types, they tend to play nicer guys that you would trust normally and stuff like that, right? So I wanted to write characters for them that would kind of push them to the edge and break them and see what would happen if we started messing with darker material. And something really unique came out of it. It took me about a year to complete this film. We filmed it at that bank, just 2 very long overnight shoots, but we had a bumpy road with sound design. So everyone knows how that goes. So it took me a while to raise a little more money and then finally hire a really talented sound mixer named Mitchell Cornish, who's also in New York. And we finally wrapped it up. And this is going to be our premiere. So I'm really excited.
Oh, premiere. Awesome. Kudos to you. Congratulations, man.
So
and you shot in an actual bank? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, it's an abandoned bank now. It's technically, I think it's owned now by a location studios group named Rollins Studios.
Okay, I think I've heard of those guys. Yeah,
they have different spots around Brooklyn and Queens. I think some in Manhattan. So this is one of their locations. So it was a bank. It's right off of Queens Boulevard in Sunnyside, and it's a really scary looking basement. So it's just a really fun time shooting on location.
That's awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to share about you or the filmmakers or the film?
Nothing particularly. Kind of like our previous host here. I don't want to say too much. It's got a twist and stuff, so I don't want to reveal too much information. But as always, it's really exciting to get to show you material. So I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see everybody else's films as well.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your premiere. It's really exciting.
Thank you.
Cool. Is Zeus here? Oh, there he is. Okay. Zeus, your film is Mr. Sam. It's in the short film category. It's playing at 9:30 p.m. And if you want to tell us a little bit about you, the film, the team, where you're from, any of that information.
Sure, yeah. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much to the film festival as well, and congrats to everybody. Hope everyone's keeping well and keeping safe during this time. So yeah, our film is Mr. Sam. It's a 25-minute short film drama, and it's about a mortician who has fallen in love with and has developed a relationship with a corpse. And it's about the unraveling of that relationship and how it affects his life. Also a little comedy for you in there. So Yeah, we shot it. I'm in New York City. We shot it in Manhattan, Brooklyn. We went to Valhalla. We went all over the place. It took us about 6 days to get it done. And kudos to the crew, man. They were awesome. They did a really good job. And Chris Patroni, our lead, did. If you see this guy, like this dude has got tattoos all over his body. And then you see him play, and he's a really gruff kind of looking guy. And then you see him playing this role, and he really, really nailed it. So I'm really proud of him. I'm super proud of our crew too. And I guess the interesting tidbit for everybody, the place where we shot in the morgue, this was a working morgue, and so kudos to my crew again. They did a really, really good job. I feel really bad for them. I still, to this day, feel kind of bad that I made them go through that fun little bit too. Where our video village was, there were like these fridges right there, and a few of those fridges had some corpses in them. I didn't tell them that, otherwise they would have freaked out, you know. But I told them afterwards. So it was a really fun shoot. It actually went very, very smoothly. Yeah, so I hope everybody enjoys the film. We tried to make a character who sounds, you know, really awful. We tried to make him, or my goal was to make him as sympathetic as possible, and I think we achieved that goal.
Dude, how did you get this location? That's number one.
It took a while. It took us some time. You know, we had a lot of research. A lot of looking around, a lot of trying to find the right place. I was very picky, and I didn't want to settle for anything. So eventually we found this place, and they were very gracious. Like it was tough. We only had 8 hours there, and it you know, quite a few mistakes were made. But we got what we needed, and the location, they were awesome. They were very, very cool. So we're very thankful.
Okay. Wow, that's so interesting. Wow. Well, congratulations on the film. It sounds intense. You had a lot of big company moves, huh?
Yeah. It was tough. You know, it was hard, but again, the crew and the cast, they were awesome. They were fantastic. I love them to death. They really pulled it off. So I'm eternally grateful for everything that they did.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. And excited to, you know, like learn more about your film. A note from, you know, our vice president at the Long Island Film Expo, Deborah Markowitz. He says hello to everyone. I saw a note like pop up on the screen. She says hi. So sending her love to everyone here. All right. So Matthew Simon, you are next. Are you here, Matthew Simon?
Yes, I am. How are you doing?
All right. I'm all right, Matthew. Nice to meet you. And I love the title. You know, that's what we always need on set. Petty cash.
Petty cash. And there was a bit of it. Yeah. Thank you.
Did you have some petty cash on set?
Well, we had to. Yeah. We had to get people some food and stuff, you know?
Okay. All right. Awesome. Yeah. So tell us about you, the film, the team, you know, where you're from, all of the details.
Sure. I'm originally from Washington, D.C., but I live in Brooklyn now. I've been here for about 10 years. And yeah, the film is about a bartender living in upstate New York who's forced to make a tough decision when her estranged brother comes to ask for a favor. And I'll leave it at that. Yeah, we shot it in not upstate New York. I mean, we shot it Westchester, Manhattan, and Queens. So everywhere but like Long Island or upstate. But yeah, we had a crew of about maybe 10 to 15 hardworking individuals.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Is there anything else that you want to share or we should know about the film?
I guess, yeah, it's a proof of concept short. It's a drama. It's a proof of concept short for a feature script that I've worked on, and I'm planning to shoot at some point. I have another short, completely different, that I'm shooting next month, just to kind of keep the muscles flexing, director muscles. And yeah, I mean, it was done in conjunction with a film collective and nonprofit that I'm part of called The Film Shop, which we have chapters in New York, New Orleans, and Los Angeles. So check it out. if you're interested, thefilmshop.org. It's a great organization. I mean, it's deadlines and accountability, basically.
That sounds pretty cool. The Film Shop. Okay. All right. Well, best of luck on, getting the feature off the ground. It sounds like you're already on the way. You have another short you're about to shoot during the pandemic.
Trying. I mean,
So-
it's just me and an actor, 6 to 10 feet away. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's films, and congrats everyone for being a part. And thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on, Matthew. All right. I have Brian next. Brian Burton. Are you here, Brian?
I am. Hello.
All right, Brian, you have Push the Point, which is also in the short film category, and that's October 1st at 9:30. So if you want to share with us a little bit about you, the team, the film, where you're from.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, so Push the Point is it's a musical short film. It's set between these two worlds of fandom and pop culture, as we follow these for online gamers as they do their squad-based mission. Basically, they kind of discover that it's harder than defeating the other team is trying to stick together while they're navigating like toxicity and super fandom and the sheer futility of trying to have an argument on the internet. So it's basically a very fast-moving a short film musical. It feels very contemporary. It's not a very kind of golden era big band kind of musical. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I love those too. But this one we wanted to feel very, very modern, very quick. It feels more like an SNL digital short than it does anything else. So it has a bit of a message about stop being a douche if you're interacting with other people. Maybe that's. Is that rated right? Should I not say that on here? Oh well, too late. I did. But it has a good message, but the point of it is also to entertain first and foremost. I live in New York. Although actually, kind of like John, I'm actually down in North Carolina as well right now, where I'm also originally from. But yeah, we shot it all in New York. I live in Washington Heights, and yeah, it's cool. One song, short musical. It's fun. Pushthepoint.com. I don't know, man.
All right,
yeah.
Sweet. Nice punchlines.
Thanks.
Cool,
Thank you.
Man. And why music? Why a musical?
Well, I mean, my roommates and I and my other co-creators, we wanted to do this because we also played a little bit of online gaming, maybe more than we'd like to admit. But we all have our different kind of experiences or expertise. And one of my good friends and two roommates, they both went to NYU's graduate musical theater writing program. So they definitely had a leg in musical theater world. And we were like, well, I've never seen a film about gaming and like online toxicity and trolls that was also musical. So if anything, at least it's gonna be fresh. So that was kind of our impetus. We're like, that'll stand out, good or bad. But it seems like it's been good. We've had some cool stuff. We world premiered it at San Diego Comic-Con 50 last year, which was
Wow.
super dope. Yeah,
what was that like?
I mean, like how you'd expect. It's Comic-Con. It was awesome. It was very cool to have a world premiere there, and thematically it was very appropriate. And since then, we've had a really good run in the festival circuit and had a really good time. Yeah, so that was why we decided to make it a musical.
That's huge. Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll go to the next filmmaker, which it looks like Ayanna Barber is on. Ayanna?
I am, and Justin Garasha, who is also with Go Crazy with Crazy.
Justin is with you?
Yes,
Okay,
we're a
great.
team.
Awesome. All right. So Go Crazy with Crazy, short film category. That'll be October 1st at 9:30. And the floor is yours. Let us know a little bit about the film, about the both of you, where you're from, and anything interesting that you'd like to share.
Sure, I'll go first. My name is Ayanna Barber. I'm the director and a producer on Go Crazy with Crazy. I did the film with Justin Garasha, who's below me on the Zoom, and I'm originally from Virginia, but I live in Brooklyn, and we filmed in Manhattan. Justin, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hey everyone, I'm Justin. I'm also a member of Film Shop like Matt, and I'm the writer and a producer and actor in Go Crazy with Crazy. Yeah, it's about an actor who meets a filmmaker and what happens when the audition is not quite what it's meant to be. And
it's a bit of a dark dramedy, so it should be really fun. Yeah, it has some twists and turns, a little bit of love, a little bit of dislike. There's a little bit of everything in there.
Okay. All right.
It'll definitely keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys. And where are you, Justin? I didn't hear, or maybe I missed.
Yeah, I'm normally in Manhattan on the Upper West Side, but right now I am in South Hole, New York, and out on the North Fork.
Okay. Awesome.
As you can tell from his background.
Sweet. All right. Is there anything else that the two of you would like to share?
We'd love to say thank you for hosting us and selecting our film, and also just to talk a little bit about the process. We had a really small team of people. Like, we filmed in a hotel in 2 days. Justin basically made craft services himself. And we had it was really good. He made chili. But there was like 5 people that really helped us, and it was a small team. So to see it be in a couple of festivals and really see like our work and see it be appreciated, we want to thank you guys, and we look forward to seeing everyone's films.
Yeah, and just to throw one more thing in there, I've been developing this as a proof of concept for a feature film, and Ayanna and I go way back at this point, and after seeing a project that she had in Tribeca a year ago now?
Yeah.
I was like, we should do this together, and so now here we are, and this is our Long Island premiere.
Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to go to Janet. Is Chase here?
It doesn't look like Chase is here, but we can chat if...
Let me see if there's anyone. Is there anyone else that has not gone? Rachel, has anyone responded that you've emailed that we didn't get a chance to interview?
Nope.
Okay, so Janet, you're the last to go. You and Chase are scheduled for the. So, do you want to speak on his behalf?
I could speak on behalf of the Motivations team. We're really happy to be here. Congratulations to all you wonderful filmmakers, and thank you to Deborah Markowitz and LIIFE for allowing us to participate in this great moment with you all. So do you have the screening time for Motivations?
I have Motivations as a webisode. It is October 1st at 7 p.m. And it is 13 minutes.
I hope you guys all tune in and share that information with everyone else. We at Motivations are all about raising the vibration in the world and making an actual energetic shift by bringing other people into this collaborative effort with healing people, showing people how to remove obstacles from their lives, live their best life, and do everything possible to overcome whatever it is that's been holding them back. On this actual webisode, you'll see 2 really successful entrepreneurs. One is from the NFL, and one is a legendary music producer. And they talk about their journey, and they talk about what they've done to achieve what it is that they've achieved in their life process. So at Motivations, we are, streaming online as well as in other venues. You could find a lot of the material about our show, about where we stream at our website at www.motivationstv.com. And I'll throw that into the chat later. Chase, unfortunately, did not make this interview today, but he is the director and executive producer and co-creator of Motivations. Jai Shigram is also one of the producers and co-creators of Motivations. And we're all excited to participate in this and hopefully actually do what we're meant to do and raise the vibration in the world and just, bring people a little bit of peace and happiness. It's been an exceptional ride. We've been working on this for 2 years or more, pre-production not included, and we have several webisodes that we are, putting out. We already have some that have streamed and aired on cable network television, so please do look out for us. We're doing everything possible to work with some of the greatest experts in the world, especially now during COVID. It took us 6 weeks or more to actually be able to strategize and put up a virtual set. And then we realized that this isn't such a bad thing because now we can actually reach out to people in all parts of the world to help with this movement and actually make a change. So it's a wonderful process and we're really grateful. Many of our episodes prior to COVID were shot at downtown Brooklyn television studio at Brick. Big shout out to the community at Brick and Free Speech. You guys, over there, the producers are just incredible and amazing, and we could never have done this without them. The team, the Motivations team is absolutely incredible. And it looks like Chase may be logging on. Just 1 second, let him know.
Okay, awesome. Let's see if Chase is able to hop on. By the way, I just saw a picture of, it looks like this is a picture from Matthew holding an award. Thank you for sharing that, Matthew, from 2000. Yeah, nice picture. You guys have 2 awards, I see. You shared that in the chat.
Yeah, I tried to find one with Deborah Markowitz in it, but I can't seem to dig one up. I know there is one, but that was the best I could do.
It'll work. This is a money shot.
Okay, so it looked like, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead. Is Chase going to be joining us?
Well, I don't know. It looked like his phone had froze and he was having phone problems. So if we could just give him another minute, that would be great. Until then, I could fill the time chatting a little bit about how amazing it was to actually sit there with someone from the NFL and, actually get advice on how he has achieved his goals and how he lives his best life in this particular one that we submitted for LIIFE. And, having a chat with Easy Moby, who's produced Miles Davis, Alicia Keys, Biggie, Tupac. I mean, the list goes on and on. That was really an exceptional moment. And we're not new to chatting with some of the exceptional people. We've chat, with all sorts of people from various parts of the world and all sorts of things that they do. We have healers and therapists and, just anybody that comes on that talks about maybe a survival story that they've had. And then we also have motivational speakers that come on and motivate and inspire and enlighten. So that's Motivations for you.
Oh, my kind of people. Some light workers in the building. Light bugs. You mentioned Brick. Did you work with Keisha over at Brick? I love Brick.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I've had an opportunity to work with Keisha yet. What was her last name?
Keisha Elan, E-L-O-N, I think. Let me double check.
Yeah. The name Keisha from Brick doesn't necessarily ring a bell, but sometimes, you know, the producers out there, they have little nicknames.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's the supervising producer over at Brick TV. ELAN. He saw a lot. Yeah.
Haven't had a chance. No, we're actually with the free speech portion of Brick TV, so we're not with the television station. We're with the community public access side of it. So we had an opportunity to work with them, collaborate with a lot of the producers at the free speech side, and air actually on cable television network. So we're really excited about that. And
Okay. Well, let's give Chase a couple more minutes. If you want to check in on him, there's a few of us left. Look at the chat, guys. There's a bunch of messages and websites. Natasha, we're actually friends already. I know we had met. I'm looking now. We're actually friends. We met back in 2012, and I'm showing that we've been connected since, I guess, back then. Rachel, is there anything that we need to know before we wrap up in a few? Are we waiting on anyone else or anything? All right. And while we give a beat for Chase, does anyone want to share anything else about what they're working on, what's next for them, what they're doing in this COVID world, how they're staying busy and productive, or making content? Is anyone shooting? Or are you playing at any other festivals?
I'll sneak in here real fast. My friends and I started a podcast at the beginning of this year that's doing really well. It's called The Love of Cinema. We play a fun drinking game. It's a positive criticism only podcast. And if you say anything negative or stupid, you have to drink. We talk about 3 movies every week. It's really fun. If anybody likes podcasts, want to give us a follow.
Okay. And what's the name of the podcast and where is it again? I'm sorry.
You can find it on all the platforms, but it's called The Love of Cinema. The
Love of Cinema. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, fun stuff. Congrats, everybody. Good job.
Likewise. All right. I think if he's not jumping on, if there's anything you want to close out with, and then we'll wrap up this session, Janet.
Nope, you guys could just check us out at www.motivationstv.com. Chase's information is there. A lot of the television episodes and the webisodes that we've aired already are there so that you can see them. We also have our social media handles on that website. So it's www.motivationstv.com. And on behalf of Chase, Jai, myself, and the Motivations team, we're just really happy to be here with you guys. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. All right. Great. You guys are all excellent. Thank you for your time and sharing, your precious projects with us. Again, this is the 23rd annual Long Island Film Expo. These are the opening films for October 1st. And thank you again, Deborah, and everyone, John, for recording this and putting this together, and Rachel for organizing this. Everyone have an amazing evening and have a great festival.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ramfis. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.